This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Thank you for joining us. We do begin with some breaking news. After being sentenced to death back in 2006, Joseph Smith, the man convicted in the murder of Carly Bruscia, will get a new sentencing trial.
The motion for that new sentencing trial was granted Monday. The change comes as a result of a Florida Supreme Court ruling that a jury must unanimously impose capital punishment. Smith's sentence of death was imposed by a 10-2 vote by a jury. This week, Judge Charles Roberts ordered a new penalty phase trial. However, this does not overturn Smith's conviction. Smith was found guilty of abducting and murdering 11-year-old Carly Bruscia back in 2004. The crime was caught on a chilling surveillance video at a car wash where that abduction took place.
Sarasota business owners are breathing a little easier tonight after city commissioners voted against a 5% tax increase.
For years, local businesses in the city limits have had to pay this business tax that is assessed yearly. As ABC7's Bobeth Yates reports, commissioners struck down the latest effort to increase that tax.
One side says it's a small price to pay to have a business downtown, but the other side says it's an unfair burden.
Why are we singled out? You know, it's challenging enough getting people down here.
Darcy Jacob owns Panache, a women's clothing store on Main Street in downtown Sarasota. And the fact that her store is within the city limits means she's among the companies paying a yearly local business tax to the city of Sarasota. Last year, the tax generated about $937,000 in revenue, and city staff proposed a 5% increase in those fees for the 2017-2018 budget year.
Most of the businesses in Sarasota are small businesses, owner-operated, very few employees, and really every dollar matters to them.
The type of business and the number of employees determine exactly how much tax is assessed. For instance, the dog track currently pays $81 per day, a gas station pays $258 a year, and a restaurant with 61 to 100 seats pays around $211 a year.
It's a lot to somebody that's trying to make ends meet, that's trying to pay employees, that's trying to buy inventory, that's trying to grow. And at the end of the day, it sends the wrong message to the city of Sarasota that we're opposed to businesses. We want to send the opposite message that we are open for business.
The 5% business tax increase originally passed on first reading, but Commissioner Brody led the way to a 3-2 vote Monday against the 5% increase that would have generated an additional $47,000. Those funds would have been added to the city's $65 million general fund to help with what supporters say will be a tough budget year. But business owners like Jacob are celebrating that any budget shortages won't fall on their back.
It does mean a lot. Even if it's just $1, it's one less dollar that goes out of our pocket. Thank you, from all of us downtown, thank you.
This vote will go into effect immediately and give business owners a break on their 2017 taxes. Bobeth Yates, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Well, Beth, thank you. New tonight, the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office arrests 9 unlicensed contractors in an undercover sting. The operation lasting for 3 days. Over the span, detectives worked with the Sarasota County Building Department and 2 other state agencies to contact people advertising home repair services that require a license to complete the work. Deputies found none of the 9 men arrested had a current contractor's license. They're now facing 11 felonies and 7 misdemeanor charges. Deputies say the incident is a good reminder to always seek out licensed contractors to perform any work at your home or business.
For years, visitors came to Holmes Beach for its old Florida charm, but much has changed because of vacation rentals. Late night noise has been the norm for some still living in this small beach town, but an ordinance recently put in place has been helping some. It includes safety inspections and regulating vacation rentals that allow 2 people per room. It's an ordinance that one resident says has helped his surroundings since it was enacted.
Over the years, we've come to some understanding as to what to expect. The respect for my property, respect for the local laws.
Rental owners are subjected to fines if the ordinance is broken.
An update tonight on a water main break in Sarasota. The southbound lanes between Proctor and Clark Roads of Beneva Road will remain closed tonight as crews work to repair the hole caused by that rupture. The 12-inch break in the water pipe happened yesterday morning. Drivers in that area are being asked to seek alternate routes. Repairs are expected to continue through Friday on the road. We'll have more of this story coming up tonight at 11 o'clock.
And now for a check on our forecast, we're going to head over to Steve. He is in for Bob tonight.
Haley, we've had some classic midsummer weather across the Suncoast today. It's just beautiful to see these storms erupting because it gives, not only the rain, but the outflow boundaries cools things off so we don't have the really sultry evenings. And we've had some fairly strong storms around Port Charlotte, the warm Mineral Springs, kind of washing out, but another storm trying to form between Punta Gorda and Fort Myers. Another one of those outflow boundaries I just mentioned, you can see coming out of these storms from Wauchula, approaching Ellenton and Bradenton. And overnight, the RPM or Futurecast shows that those storms will decrease intensity and coverage, and it should be dry for the most part. Our complete forecast and a look at Tropical Storm Don in just a few minutes. Scott, Haley.
Thank you, Steve. The summer months can not only be hot for us, but also a little toasty for our pockets.
This time of year can bring some of our highest electric bills of the year, but there are ways to beat the heat and save some money too. ABC7's Rick Adams joins us live in the newsroom with an energy expert from Florida Power and Light. Rick?
Yeah, Haley and Scott, it's amazing. The phones have been ringing off the hook, and Tiffany Spence, one of the experts here from FPL, has joined us, and it's amazing what we're hearing. We're just hearing all types of questions. People have just different issues and different questions, and they're looking to save money any way they can. And what exactly are you holding there? That's one of the ways people can save money.
Correct. Right here we have an AC filter, and the reason we're bringing the AC filter to your viewers today is because this is one of those forgotten about components of the electric bill. This is how your AC breathes. Your AC kind of starts out breathing normal. It's collecting all the dust and the filters, and it's coming like this. When your filter gets dirty and we don't clean it, we don't check it, then the AC starts to breathe like this, and it's starting to pull more energy, and more energy means higher bills. So what we'd like to see you do is kind of check on this monthly. Open it, take a look, see. Some of them need to be cleaned. Like this one, you simply replace it. You would throw this away and replace it, but these are such a key component of your AC system that you want to check monthly, and there are really important features on here. We have arrows on the filter to kind of tell you which way the direction of the airflow should be. Sometimes you put the filter upside down and then you lose the components of the filter, so you want to put it in correctly.
And these aren't that expensive, right? And it could save you a lot of money.
It can save you a lot of money, and they have MERV ratings on it. I mean, these have a multitude. It's like a little M written on the AC filter, and in this case, I'll show you this MERV rating here. There is a MERV rating of 11. What this does is this rates the filtration. So you may have a home where some people suffer from allergies. Maybe they have a lot of pets. You want to look for higher MERV ratings on your filters because those are going to be the ones that have the higher filtration.
Okay, that's Tiffany Spence, an FPL energy expert, and we'll have more from Tiffany coming up very shortly. And keep those phone calls coming, and if the phone keeps ringing, I'm being told, be patient. They will get to your calls, and the FPL experts are here until 6:30, so get those calls in. In the meantime, I'm Rick Adams in the newsroom. Back to you, Haley and Scott.
All right, Rick, thank you so much. Coming up on your Suncoast News, a years-long legal battle about school funding and adequacy is finally being heard in court. Why two education groups are now suing the state.
And from politics to the community and the arts, this amazing Suncoast woman has done it all. Her story is coming up a little later in our newscast.
Everything all right?
Actually, you know how Tom had knee surgery?
Sure.
We found out Brad's been taking his painkillers. And it turns out he's been doing it for a while.
Most people don't know what to say about drugs, but we do. Visit us at drugfree.org.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. all installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G-Freed Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Call to see if you qualify to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan right now. At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-800-558-8779.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
New tonight, a lawsuit is being filed against the state of Florida over how schools are being funded.
Arguments were heard today about whether Florida is meeting a constitutional requirement for providing an adequate public school system. The lawsuit stems from a 1998 constitutional amendment that Florida allegedly failed to comply with. Two education groups are now suing the state, saying poor, disabled, and minority students struggle in many Florida schools, especially those that are in rural areas.
The state's failing to meet its paramount duty to provide a uniform, efficient, and high-quality system of free public schools.
In return, the state is arguing those same students have made substantial improvements in the classroom over the past 20 years. A county circuit judge already ruled in favor of the state last year. Citizens for Strong Schools Incorporated and Fund Education Now are filing this lawsuit.
A group of college students having an incredible opportunity to experience history outside of the classroom this summer. The State College of Florida sent a group of 8 students and 2 faculty members on a 10-day trip to Western Europe. They'll be visiting sites such as the House of Parliament, Buckingham Palace, the Louvre, and Vatican City. The trip is part of a study abroad program. SCF says it's already been so successful, they're planning a 10-day trip for next year. The destinations will be London, Paris, and Amsterdam.
Sign me up.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And one of the best things you can do, study abroad.
We'll be right back with your forecast.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, A-N-D, services.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Download ABC7's all-new official Suncoast weather app onto all your devices so you can stay informed wherever you go. With our full-featured all-new weather app, you can get weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, traffic maps, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. ABC7's all-new official Suncoast weather app, sponsored by Mr. Sparky. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download yours today.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers or save big on a new sleek and stylish Jeep Cherokee for as little as $18,999. Drive off today for your next great adventure in a brand new Jeep Renegade for as low as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. And all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. Independence U for an independent you.
Call 1-800-671-4817.
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC7. We're here for you.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com. ANDservices.com.
The rain came early, and then it was pretty nice all day.
Half inch of rain,
Yeah.
Your place, my place, and there's more out there, but it should decrease in the evening hours. What a beautiful sky we had across the Suncoast today, but look what happens. It can turn from a beautiful sky to a downpour, which is what happened, and that's what gave Scott and me our rainfall in our backyard today. A little bit of activity out in the Gulf, but I think we're going to see all these storms diminish as we move through the evening hours. Currently at the airport, it's 87 degrees. Our humidity, 63%, dew point 73, pretty typical for this time of year. On radar, we've had some strong storms around Port Charlotte that have diminished. A big storm that went through Hardy County, Highlands, and Polk County that moving around Wauchula. And an outflow boundary from that has triggered a couple other showers in the area. You can see in East Bradenton, and also looks like moving down Fruitville Road toward downtown Sarasota in the last few minutes. We'll keep an eye on that. We have our brand new GOES 16 satellite that takes pictures every 5 minutes, and you can just see the structure and the evolution of these storms in much greater detail than we've seen in the past. And as you zoom in, you can see these storms just erupting, those big cumulus clouds towering and producing those heavy downpours. Now our tropical weather outlook. We, of course, have Tropical Storm Dawn, but this is a disturbance that blew off the coast of Africa. It's an easterly wave. Hurricane Center thinks it has a 30% chance of developing, but it's moving very slowly on east. And it's going to encounter the same kind of problems that Tropical Storm Dawn has, which means I don't even think it's really a tropical storm. They cannot find a central circulation. In fact, the Hurricane Center says its alleged center is about 100 miles to the east-southeast of Grenada. It's weak and disorganized, and it's probably going to not last much longer as it encounters even more unfavorable conditions. Here's the official plot from the Hurricane Center showing it going over Grenada tonight with winds of about 40 miles an hour. And those winds are a result not of a central circulation, but of its forward speed. As it moves so quickly, it's flipping up those winds that are probably going to be the most dangerous aspect of the storm. Anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of rain, but probably not even that much because it's moving so quickly. And if we move later on in the week, well, right now we have a tropical storm warning in effect for Grenada and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and tropical storm watch in effect for Curacao as we move in toward Wednesday, but it's not even going to be a tropical storm at that point, just a tropical low. Here's our future cast, and day by day for the rest of this week, we'll have these eruptions of afternoon and evening thunderstorms producing locally heavy rains. And when you get it, you'll get cooling and nice rains, and where you don't, it'll remain hot and humid, but it's very typical for this time of year in mid to late July. Our open waters will be seas 2 feet or less, but it's smooth on the bay waters. It's going to be pretty nice for that. The water temperature 87 degrees, the air temperature at the beach 89 with a UV index of 12. Here's my 7-day outlook showing it stays about a 50% chance of precipitation right on as we move into the weekend, but by Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, maybe those chances will go down a little bit, and our thermometer in the afternoon could go up a little bit. More on Tropical Storm Don coming up on our late show. Scott, Haley?
All right, Steve, thank you. Some tips on beating the heat are essential this time of year.
Whether it's outside or kind of cutting our costs, that's important too. Let's check back in with ABC7's Rick Adams. He's in the newsroom with a panel of experts from Florida Power and Light. They're here to tell us more, Rick, on how we can save money on our electric bills, plus a mobile app.
Yeah, Haley and Scott, the phones have been ringing off the hook since 5 o'clock this afternoon, and you have until 6:30 to get those calls in. You're running out of time. And I'm joined by Tiffany Spence. She is one of the FPL experts, the FPL energy expert. And Tiffany, what would you say is the most important bit of advice to help folks keep costs down, energy costs down?
Well, for one, calling in today has been wonderful. We really appreciate being here to answer your viewers' calls. If you were unable to get through, unfortunately, you can log on to the website, fpl.com/easy to save. Wonderful tips on there. You can take the online home energy survey, where that gives you a more personalized savings of up to $300 that you can take. Most importantly, you can download the free FPL mobile app where you can take control of your bill.
Okay, and just briefly talk about the mobile app again.
The mobile app allows you to view, pay your bill. You can report an outage, check on an outage, see your next projected bill. Wonderful, wonderful tools on the app.
All right, we want to thank you, Tiffany Spence, and thank all these wonderful FPL workers, the experts helping out here. And we do appreciate their time. They've been very helpful and hopefully a lot of useful tips to the viewers out there. And we'll have more coming up after this.
This week, 6 months in, historically low job approval, new questions about the Russia investigation, the GOP healthcare bill in limbo. What's it take for President Trump to get back on track? This is where America turns for answers. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Fresh out of the box, the Alfa Romeo won us over. We went in skeptical and left in awe of this gorgeous machine. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Many people with Medicare may be able to get extra benefits and don't even know they're available. You may be able to get dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. The Medicare Coverage Helpline is accepting calls to see if you're eligible to enroll now. You may be able to get extra benefits including dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Making sure you go to the doctor and taking all your medications as prescribed can help protect your health. To make it easier, you may now be able to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan that includes coverage for dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Help protect your health by choosing the right plan for you and get all the benefits you deserve.
Call to see if you may be able to get extra benefits including dental, vision, and prescription coverage. Don't delay. Call to see if you're eligible to enroll and may be able to get extra benefits now. Call 800-711-7200. That's 800-711-7200.
It does things that seem impossible. Feeling like it could change direction while airborne. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Today's amazing Suncoast woman has been a child birth instructor, run golf tournaments, and developed Bradenton's highly successful Winter Wonderland Festival.
ABC7's Linda Carson has her story.
You'll often find Marianne Barnaby at the Art Center Manatee these days.
Currently, I am president of Art Center Manatee. I also serve with the other ladies in Service Club of Manatee County. And my choir at Faith United Methodist Church, we've been invited to go sing at Carnegie Hall.
Marianne, a fourth-generation Floridian, has spent her life in Bradenton. She graduated from Manatee High School and what was then Manatee Junior College, was a cheerleader in both schools, and got her degree at High Point University in North Carolina. She returned home to work in the local girls' club.
I also worked with the Appalachian Bend Girl Scout Council and our local council here, Gulf Coast Girl Scout Council.
She and her husband, Bradenton attorney Mark Barnaby, met in 8th grade, but it was years before they dated.
I thought he was probably too smart for me. He's White M, National Honor Society, finished in the top 4% of our class, and he thought I was too popular for him because I was a cheerleader.
They've now been married 34 years and have 2 sons.
Matthew is our oldest now. He's 28, and he's an instructor and has other duties at Anderson Race Park, which is north of Palmetto. Our youngest son, Christopher, is head chef at a restaurant in Austin, Texas. And then we're raising my niece. She's our bonus daughter. Emily is a junior at Manatee High School.
Marianne served on the Bradenton City Council for 13 years.
I started with, I'm here to represent all of the citizens, whether they voted for me or not, whether they agreed with me or not. That didn't matter. I was elected to represent all the citizens, so I worked very hard at listening.
Now she's throwing herself into the role of president of the Art Center Manatee.
We're going to be expanding our programs. We're going to be adding more watercolor. We have a jewelry studio. We have a huge, huge pottery program.
And her life lesson?
There's the old adage that man plans and God laughs. But I think life is what you make of Plan B.
Marianne Barnaby, an amazing Suncoast woman who has dedicated her life to Bradenton. And now she's got great plans for the future for the Art Center Manatee. We'll tell you about those plans coming up next Monday. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Our thanks to our phone bank from Florida Power and Light. All your questions. Hope you enjoyed that.